Hello and welcome to Total Television. I'm Brian Dolby reporting from Singapore, where I'm delighted to be speaking to Goh Boon Huat of SingTel. Boon Huat, we spoke last year, and I think since then you have opened a new area, Group ICT. Just tell us what that is, what its purpose is.
Right, sure. With Group ICT, what we're trying to do is basically to build distinctive leading Asians ICT capabilities. And what this means is that we feel that while we have a lot of assets in Asia, a lot of assets within the SingTel group, I think we need to take the next step to make sure that we fully integrate a lot of these across telco, data center, IT services, and cloud services into a more integrated suite of solutions. The other angle towards Group ICT is that we're basically trying to make sure that we have these full-fledged pan-Asian capabilities. And we believe that in order to be truly Asia's leading ICT player, we need to make sure that we have key capabilities across the key hubs in Asia. Primarily, I talk about Singapore, Australia, as well as one Northern Asia hub. And in our case, we are looking at Hong Kong and Greater China being this third hub.
And what's that going to allow you to give for your customers? What are the benefits they are going to see?
Right. I think that what we are trying to do is to make sure that we take care of the complexity for our customers, to make sure that we truly can provide a one-stop shop for our customers, and not just for telco, not just for IT service, not just for cloud, but rather a model where we integrate all of these capabilities into one across Asia, have we handle the Asian complexities across different geographical regions, across different entities, countries in the region, some of which are closed country, there are restrictions in terms of their maybe telco provision, they have maybe complexity, in the market situation. So what we're trying to do is make sure we provide that one-stop ICT experience for our customers.
Now, obviously, you have that whole Asian perspective. How do you see business evolving in terms of its communications in the next 2 or 3 years? What sort of things are you expecting to see coming up?
Right. I think the Asian market for telco will continue to be a very interesting market, especially when we look at the way things are going in terms of economic disruption in the US and Europe. I think that the Asian market will gain in importance, both from the angle of the Western MNCs, in that they will be more dependent on Asian to be driving their profitability. And I would see that the Asian players will see that as an opportunity to drive greater growth out of Asia as well. So that means that while there are a lot of demand, the supply side will also have a lot of competition. We got to really compete very hard for the business of our customers. And in terms of technology, I see that the ongoing trend about going to cloud-based services will continue to be gaining more traction. The very key piece of going mobile, mobility solution will continue to get even more importance. And of course, if you talk to a lot of the CIO, they see that the trend of consumerization of the workspace will continue to gain more traction. Yeah. So these are some of the key trends which I think will happen for this part of the market.
Do you think Asia can continue to ride out or resist the economic crisis other parts of the world are seeing?
Well, I think this depends on the kind of scenario. I would say that in the scenario where things are happening in an orderly manner, well, there's issues, but if the various economy can work through this in a very orderly manner, in a controlled orderly manner, then I see that Asia will continue to grow very well for the reason I mentioned before. However, if we have a truly disruptive situation in economic situation and political situation, then of course I see that the world over, including Asia, will be severely impacted. Yeah. However, I think Asia being in the face of opening up and growing, look at the large economies like China, India, Indonesia. There's just so much potential yet to be realized. So whatever comes in terms of economic disruption, I think in the long run, this is a region that will present a lot of opportunities for players like ourselves.
So it sounds like Group ICT may be making sure that SingTel is ready for that challenge.
Exactly, and I think that is very important. We want to be where our customer is and to make sure that we serve the needs of our customers.
Okay, well, thanks very much for bringing us up to date on Total Television.
Thank you very much, Brian.